Hi, welcome back. I'm ReFabFashion. I'm a part-time clothing reseller, men's and women's, on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And I have a really great thrift haul for you today. I went on the Sunday of the July 4th weekend to a Savers. I had a return to do from a recent thrift trip and didn't have much else going on after the holiday weekend. But I don't usually thrift on Sundays, so I wasn't sure how that would be on the holiday. I didn't know if more people would have been in or less people would have been in terms of resellers or just regular shoppers. So I was pleasantly surprised at what I was able to find there. They weren't restocking or putting new items out on a Sunday. They never do at the Savers near me. But one thing that I did that I don't usually do is I went through the dress aisle. There's about 2.5 aisles of dresses. Usually that's jam-packed with people. I don't find a lot of good brands. Sometimes I'll look at the formal wear, but that's about it. It's kind of on the end of one row. But this day I went kind of all the way down one side, just medium, large, and extra large. The other side of the aisle is the small to medium. So I stuck to the larger sizes, but I was able to find a couple pieces. So I was glad I had the kind of ability to do that. It wasn't too busy in the store. So I want to show you what I found, and leave me comments if you think I had good pickups or not. My average cost of goods was about $7 on this day. I usually go to Savers with a coupon, the 20% off. I went to the pajamas section. I first went to blazers, and right across are the bras and underwear, the scrubs, and the pajamas. So I look at both sides of the aisle. I didn't find any blazers this day, but I found this nightgown. It's a lightweight flannel, red plaid with the Winnie the Pooh characters. It's winter themed. There's snowflakes on here, but it is Disney branding. It's a size medium. Really great condition. It feels worn, but not too worn. There's no pilling. It's just plain on the back, but this embroidery is very nice. So currently I'm listing everything all year long. So I'll even list this when I get around to it. I have a few bags of items from recent thrift trips I'm working my way through. But even though this is more winter themed and kind of winter time, I'll still list it. Similarly, I found this kind of holiday themed set. This is a 2-piece set. This is by Carter's, which is a kids brand, but this is for adults. It's an extra large, and it is new with tags. Menorahs on it in blue and gold for Hanukkah. Just an all-over print, a long sleeve top, and a matching pair of pajama pants. These are kind of jogger cuffs at the bottom. So brand new with tags. I did a quick search on eBay, and these seem to be going new with tags for good money, different prints. I didn't find this exact same one on there when I checked comps, but looked good. Looked like these were listed and selling for $60, $50, $60, $70. So again, I don't expect that to sell until the fall time, but I'll get that listed when I get around to it. Okay, and the dresses. This is an activewear brand I've only found a couple times. I think I got one in a ThredUp men's box. Free Fly is the label here. And this is a performance wear fishing, I think it's geared toward fishermen. But this is a women's dress. It's knee length or midi length. I don't know, I'm tall, but yeah, this comes above my knees. So it's probably knee length. It's kind of a sage green, or not sage, it's a little bit of a blue green with a little pinstripe. What size was this? A medium, but it's such a soft material. When you feel this material, even the men's t-shirts that I've come across, it's not a Lululemon feel, but it just feels very high quality and soft. I think this is, let's see, 70% viscose made from bamboo, and then 30% other polyester. But it just has a soft feel, a little bit of stretch, woven material, but in really great shape, no holes or stains. That's always important. So I do expect this to sell quickly. In terms of pricing, maybe $30 to $40 if I'm remembering correctly on the brand, but it'll be a quick sell. I'm trying to pay attention a little more to style. This dress here, this is a Disney dress again. It has this dark purple to light pink with details at the bottom. kind of a fit and flare dress with a kind of corset, lace up in the back. So in good condition. I got this related to two things. One, fairy core. So this ethereal, romantic, kind of flowy, sheer overlay with these details. This dress, the style of this dress will fit into that, but also the branding. So the Her Universe, I'll have to look up what character this dress belongs to, but the Her Universe, Destination Disney. I'm not an expert on Disney, but if it has the Disney branding on the tag, that really helps. So I don't know if this is kind of a Tinkerbell dress or some kind of princess dress, but I'll look up what character it's related to. So I do believe this is an adult size. I think the size on this is medium. There's MD in a circle, which is strange. Usually it's just M for medium. So I don't know if this is an adult size medium or if it's kids teen sizing. So I'll have to do a little more research, but both the Disney side and whatever character it is, and then the other side, just kind of this fairy style, romantic, ethereal style. It kind of fit both, so I figured I'd give that a try. This is Soft Surroundings. It's only a size medium, which I prefer the larger sizes. But I went with this. I haven't been picking up this brand in basics or in plain sweaters, or definitely not the jeans and pants, but this is a maxi length dress with this knot cross in the front, short sleeve, very stretchy jersey knit, multicolor, colorful, kind of leaf print, but definitely full length maxi. On me, it's more midi, so I guess midi maxi, depending on your height. It has a little bit of wear. I was looking over for pilling or fading. It just looks like it's been washed. So usually my comments there are kind of slight pilling or slight signs of wear, wash wear. I'll put that phrasing in it. So hopefully buyers are understanding that it's not crisp and brand new, but it's not flawed. So pricing on that, maybe 40 is realistic, 30 to 40, but I'm gonna look it up and see if the print and the color and of course the length adds to the value. So if I can go for 50, I'd like to price it there. This I picked up based on some factors. This is Coldwater Creek, which I have tried here and there, some new with tags items in the larger sizes. Slow sellers, not a lot of money, but this is, again, a midi or maxi. It's 100% silk, black. Sorry, this belt here comes with it. But it has this gold painted, so it's kind of painted onto the silk, this gold tan floral print as it goes down, both sides, front and back. And the belt comes with it. Looks like the belt loops have been cut off, which I didn't notice in the store. Actually, yeah, that's a little bit more flawed than I would like. So I may return this. At Savers, you have 2 weeks to do a return or exchange, really. You have to purchase something on the same day and they give you the credit. So I think with that, those flaws on both sides, I don't want to get into sewing this. And it's such a delicate fabric. Yeah, I think I'm going to return this. But I was interested because of the length, because of the size, an extra large. And this print, it's kind of a 90s, kind of minimalistic 90s style, just the straight column dress, silk, but I will likely return that item. Another dress, this is not the last, I think I have 1 or 2 more. This was in the larger size area. This is a vintage brand, J. Peterman, used to be a catalog company. Size 18, which is great. It's polyester, but I just, again, love the print. The size is great. This could be for work. This could be for kind of a summertime or fall wedding, an event. It's multicolor with this interesting print throughout. Again, this kind of has this, a little bit of wash wear look to the fabric. So just a little bit of a fading to the color and a little bit of, not really a pilling, but just a little bit of wear to the fabric. So I'll just make note of that. I mean, it is a used item. but no stains, no holes. I did check the zipper in the back. I unzip and check to make sure there's no pulling or hole at the back. But with a size 18 to have these nice 3/4 or half sleeve, 3/4 sleeve, I think it's a really pretty dress. It could also be for the office as well as events. I'm still picking up this brand. This is Packed. They tend to make more organic cotton materials. They're not priced too high, brand new to begin with, so they don't resell for much. I always get a lot of likes and watchers. This is a long sleeve, black, size medium, midi, maxi, depends on your height again, with front pockets. So with this, with a Google lens, I should be able to find the exact style name. But all the pieces tend to be just plain colored. I've done the best not with pants. I have found pants, I found plain t-shirts, but I did really well with the open front organic cotton cardigan in a navy blue and a good size. I think that sold for the most amount of money resale out of anything I've picked up. But I'm excited to find a dress. I don't think I've sold a dress by Packed. I just had a men's full zip sweatshirt. Yeah, it didn't have a hood, just a collar and a tan color. And that sold within just a couple days of listing for $42. I priced it at $50. And actually somebody on Poshmark found the item and then tagged another user. And within a couple hours, that user came through and made me an offer for $42 instead of the $50. So that was interesting. That doesn't happen to me too much on there, where people are finding items for each other or for friends. This is an Eileen Fisher piece. This is 100% silk. It's a 1X. It kind of has this cowl neck or scoop neck here. Just plain knee length, stretchy silk. The sleeves are, it's kind of a sheer overlay, but the sleeves are a little more sheer. I guess not entirely. You can't really see my hand through that. But the body is lined. But a very nice basic, again, 100% silk. I looked very hard for any pulls to the silk. I mean, this is the kind of material that will just snag. Oh, did we just find one? No, that might have just been a crease from my hand. I try to look it over really well, because with pulls, you know, if it's a thicker knit or a sweater, I can pull a pull through back to the other side, but with something as fine as this silk, I just wouldn't want to be poking my needle threader through, and it would probably cause more problems. So even if there's one pull, this is still, I think, a great item to sell. I'll probably price that for at least $50, if not $60, $65, and see how that does. Usually my Eileen Fisher, it ends up selling with discounts. Even the nice wool sweaters or other things, I end up letting it go for about 30 to 40. But with that dress and the size and the silk, hopefully that'll do better, 40 to 50, maybe even 60. As I mentioned in the formal wear, there wasn't too much that was too exciting, but this was a brand that I didn't know. I did look it up on eBay, but this is a formal gown, so beading at the top, and then it's this burgundy red velvet all the way down, kind of a slim column dress. So you get burgundy and maroon. One is more brown, which this seems to be a little more brown red, and the other is more purple red. I forget which one's which, but it zips in the back. So kind of simple, but it looked very nicely made. It's fully lined. There's this slit in the back. And this is, I think, a vintage brand, Chris Cole. And thankfully there is a size tag in here. I still always do measurements. You know, on a dress like this, I'll do underarm to underarm. I'll try to find the thinnest part of the waist and measure that across, and then from the top of the strap to the bottom hem. And then with a dress like this with a slit, I will measure the slit and give that length as well. So that, I think that's important to people who, you know, you need to move in a long dress or a skirt, so you need the slit, but some can be kind of very high, and some people might want a more modest fit. So I'm forgetting the pricing, but this brand, you know, this is not the most elaborate beading. Of course, it's just at the chest part. So others were kind of more fully beaded and different lengths of gowns. but I think I can aim for about $100 for this gown. And I like to put that in my title, not only dress, but gown, because I think people looking for black tie events or more formal galas, maybe even weddings, you know, to search for a dress, you're going to find all sorts of things in that search return, but if you search for a gown, that's a little bit more that formal style of dress. So those were all the dresses that I found this day. Again, I was really happy to be able to take my time to go through. I looked up a couple of jeans, put a lot back. Again, that's a section that I don't go through too often, especially in the women's, because there's just so many people checking the jeans. This was in the men's section. I've heard about this brand from Kaylee Elaine, Doer. I have not found it. This was priced $12.99, which at Savers, the men's jeans, $20 easy for Levi's, $25 for, what's the brand? It might come to me later. But there's another brand that does pretty well. I'm forgetting the name, but they priced that at $25 or $30. So in good condition here. I'm not entirely familiar with this brand. This is the L2X Relaxed Taper. It's more of a straight leg, but the relaxed fit. It does have some stretch to it. It is, what's the, must be a cotton spandex. 70% cotton, 28% Cool Max All Season polyester. So they must have their own trademarked fabric, and then 2% spandex. But with really stretchy jeans like this, you know, I guess less so in the men's, but you do want to look for that puckering or pulling. I like to look for a stretch out in the butt or in the knee, but these looked pretty good. So I'm excited to try the brand. Again, the average cost of goods was around $7 this day, so a great price for me to try these jeans. On the way out, I went down the shirts aisle. I don't do tops and shirts too much because there's not a lot of great finds in there, and they're priced a little higher at Savers, so less of a margin for me. But I did find this LL Bean, and I do think it's vintage because it says made in USA. Good size. What size was this? A 16, 100% cotton, but I really like the colors and the plaid on this. So it's a basic button up, but these kind of lighter pastel colors, multicolor, rainbow. If I have room in the title, I'll put all of those words in there. I don't know if I'll put vintage. Made in USA, I'll have to look up. They always have the item number in here, the ID number, so I'll look it up and see if I can find the style and fit. Oh, I lied. I did go to the blazers. That's right. There was not much, but one thing I found, Reformation, which I think this kind of sheer tag, this is an older tag, I believe. But this is a double-breasted, a single button, but double-breasted, which is a little confusing, I guess. So it's when you snap this over, the double-breasted means that there's one on each side, kind of two next to each other, but it's just single row here. But this is 100% linen. So this blue, it's a long line blazer, relaxed fit or oversized, I might say. 100% linen. I don't know if Reformation, I've found Reformation a few times only. I think mostly at consignment. Let's see, materials. So 100% linen. I don't see a style code or a style number on here, but I'm sure with a Google lens it'll come up. But I do think this is on trend. The linen is great. The plaid is great for some interest, and I didn't find any flaws in that. And the last item, I did check the skirts, which I'm looking for long lengths on the rack. When I walk by, anything long I check. Right now I'm looking for fall winter, so anything with that kind of wool look or a boucle look to the fabric, something thicker that's in that plaid academic look, the mini skirts, I'm looking for that. And then outdoor skirts. So this is Rip Skirt, which is meant to be kind of a swimwear cover-up skirt. And this happens to be new with tags. It's a smaller size. It is a size small, but I like the print. I've only ever found black, plain black. but usually in larger sizes. So they're fully adjustable, so they have their sizing, but you can adjust where these Velcro strips are to make it a comfortable fit. So these always sell quickly, around 30 or so. You know, with the new with tags, I'll have to see between the small size, but this being a print, the tags. You can usually find stock photos online. This does have the print name and the style, so that helps. So thanks for joining me today. I think I found some good things. I enjoyed myself on a Sunday. You know, fewer people, no new items, but I think I found some good things. Make some mistakes, found a flaw in that dress, so I'll return that. But thanks for joining me for the haul today, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.